Okay, so I already I covered, okay, this slide. We are still, this week, we are on the book or film review. So I covered everything with you already, okay, using the slides. I also, okay, covered with you like the writing methods, okay, using this review planning. Okay, so I showed you how to plan your book review, paragraph by paragraph. Okay, yeah, in great detail. Now, then yesterday we actually watched this film, which is a short video. Hang on, hang on. Okay, which is a short video, okay, of the landlady, the story which you read in PDF copy. Okay, so I'm going to play this with the subtitle. Then you can, what is that like? We will continue this. We have finished the movie, and after that, okay, I just want to let you know. After that, I have already created all of this. Okay, so we are going to practice writing this. So whatever I have covered with you in the planning part, they still remain here. You are going to follow this and you are going to write it out on your own. And this piece will be graded and marked as well. Okay, now the part from the video, I have also attached another video which is about the facts, you see, okay, which is the facts and informations and biography of Roald Dahl. Now, this is something extra, okay, which will help you, okay, if you want to, you know, like improve your, what is that, your planning part, where you can put in more stuff, okay, the information in the first paragraph about the author. Okay, so in case you need some information, then I would advise you to watch this video about Roald Dahl. But if you think whatever you have know about him is enough, then it's up to you. But you watch this in your free time. I hope that all is clear. Okay, now with what we are going to do or complete in this lesson. Okay, so I don't want you to feel that you are, what is it, like not sure. So did you notice that how weird the landlady is? She talks about Mr. Mulholland and Mr. Templar. She seems to have a very good memory and also like a lot of details about how each of the two men were like when they first came to her house. She talked about like Mr. Mulholland. Okay, he was 17. He was from Cambridge, an undergraduate. Okay, that means he was not a graduate just yet. He was still studying at Cambridge. And then she talks about, you know, like he had very beautiful teeth. And she noticed that he too, Billy, has very beautiful teeth. And then she went on to talk about Mr. Templar. Okay, she said that even though Mr. Templar is slightly older in his 20s, but he doesn't even have a single blemish on his skin, on his body. So that's why Billy is a bit like feeling what, you know? Yeah. How do you know, you know, like if the man's body does not have any blemishes? So that suggests to him that this landlady must have seen the Mr. Templar, either his body or seen him naked. And that is quite bizarre, right? You know, yeah. So that's why he starts to find that there's something not right. Okay, so I want you to pay more attention. Okay, we will finish this and we will discuss it a bit. Excuse me. All right, so guys, so you notice you watch the film, right? Okay, the short video, okay, which is in of the horror genre by Roald Dahl called The Landlady. You read the text and now you watch the film. Is exactly okay the same. It's just that the film shows you the last bit. Okay, you kind of know what actually happened to Mr. Templar and Mr. Mulholland, but which the text doesn't. Okay, But the text, right? Even like when we guessed it, you know, like when you did the comprehension questions here, okay, the comprehension questions here, right? Yeah, when you first did it here, you kind of already guessed what would have happened to Billy. Okay, that's why the answers here. But you probably wouldn't know. Okay, some of you most of you mentioned like he was murdered by the landlady, but you didn't explain how he was murdered. Okay, and that is fine to me. Okay, now, but Jason's answer is more in detail. Okay, now, so what I would like you to do now is you have already read the book and also watched the film. Okay, now you yourself have some thoughts. You yourself have some feelings about the title, about the story. Okay, so now what I want you to do is, without wasting much time, because the time now is 2:05, if we start doing it right now, maybe by 3 o'clock, you would have finished your book review. Okay, now, so let's go to today's Google Classroom posting, okay, which is here. Now, you can go to your Google Classroom, you can click on the Google Docs, which I've attached here under your name. Okay, you click on it and you can start working on it. Okay, now what I need you to do is, you see, as the questions remains the same with all the plannings that I did together with you, okay, on the 20th when I conducted the lesson. So I want you to stick to this one. Of course, the body two, all right, and body three, okay, both paragraph which talks about the weaknesses and the strengths, this can be up to you. So please feel free to change any of these things here or change anything which is planned here. Okay, because what you think might not be what I think. Okay, the other day when I showed you this, I merely wanted to show you how to plan the contents. So with the first two strengths here, okay, these two are actually taken from the comments given here and here. However, if the questions does say that if you do not wish, okay, to use this comment, you can also use some ideas of your own. So please feel free to change it and replace these 2 points if you do not want them, okay? But if not, you may keep them as you wish. But these 2 paragraphs, which I highlighted in the teal blue color, it is just for you to, okay, like be flexible with the content planning or the writing. Okay, the rest basically would be more or less the same. Okay, and here you would recommend to whom, okay, or which group of reader would you recommend the story, or on a scale of 5 stars, or on a scale of, okay, like 1 to 10. Okay, how would you rate the story if you want to do that? Okay, now, so can we please start going to this one? Okay, click on yours, open it now. I want to see that everyone has already gone into the Google Doc. I'm going to open all of them so that I can see if you have already opened it up, and I will monitor your progress online now. Okay, so I want you to write your own book review based on The Landlady. Okay, so please open it. Yeah. Sabine, okay, Esther is not here. Right. So let me see. Okay, you good? Yuri is already in. Jess, please come to the Google Docs. Okay, Rodney, I still haven't seen you. Okay, Ziad as well. Lady is already in. Jason is in, good. Boogie is in. Jiang, yes, good. Ziheng, still no sign of him. Okay, Salpin is in, good. Koei is in, good. All right, now, so can you please, okay, with the remaining time, scroll down, okay, to this review practice part, write a review in the space below based on the writing guides above. So you can start now, okay? Now, how you want to start, okay, it's up to you. I will monitor, which means I will go from the Google Doc to Google Doc. I will help you with the sentences or things like that. Is that okay? So you do not feel that you are not guided. Just like in the classroom, as you write, I go from desk to desk. I will look at some of the things that you have written. I give you some feedback. So this is online. I'm doing just the same. It's just that everything is done online. But I can still drop in on your Google Doc and I can see what you have put in and I can give you some ideas or comments. Okay, so please start now. Okay, right. I'm here online. Yeah, as you can see me. If you have questions, you just unmute yourself and ask. Because why? When I go into Google Docs of your student, of your friends, I might not see read the chat message that you text here. So it's better you just unmute and get my attention first. Okay, right. So okay, let's start. Yeah. Okay. Right. So when once done, you delete the comments. Yeah. Okay, Sabine, you can start something like this. Okay, you can start something like that. Okay, okay, right. Beyond use the title case for storybooks names and writers' names. Yeah, like the M must be capital M because this is a book's title. It's a proper noun. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Bookie, I'm checking yours. There are many ways of starting it. So I'm helping some of you. I will go to all of yours and help you. Okay. Okay, so Mookie, you start like this. Okay, you carry on. Okay, Jason, you can start something like this. I have enjoyed already. That I enjoyed reading till the last page. The story is one of most famous books called the Okay, so Jason, you start from there. Okay, you continue, yeah? Okay, Winnie, this is good. Oh, the horror genre. Okay, instead of using written, you can use penned. Penned, you know, like the word penned. I recently read an interesting book called The Landlady, which is of the horror genre, penned by Roald Dahl. Okay, now, right, good. Okay, penned by Roald Dahl. Okay, a famous, okay, like what is a famous writer? Okay, you know, a famous writer of children's books, something like that. Okay, okay. The story takes place in Bath, England. Okay, and it was the story. The story. Are you talking about the story? Is definitely takes place in Bath, but are you talking about he wrote this book in England or what? If it's not about where he wrote the book, then you don't mention Bath, England, because Bath, England is actually for Billy Weaver. He went to Bath in England, and that is meeting with the landlady all happened in Bath. Okay, so you can mention maybe not this part. You can say the story. Because I noticed that you want to put in the publication year. So I recently read an interesting book called The Landlady, which is of the horror genre, penned by Roald Dahl, a famous author of children's books. Okay, you can say like the story was published. Go straight to the point. Okay, the story was published in 1959 and okay, instantly received and it instantly received okay a lot of okay positive reviews. Okay, done. Okay, so you carry on from there. All right, ready? Okay, The Landlady, okay, is a well-known book that was okay. Renowned author, okay, a renowned author of children books worldwide. Okay, the book Landlady is a well-known horror story by Roald Dahl, a renowned author of children's books worldwide. Okay, the book was published in 1959 in England. Okay, right. Uh, okay, the book, since the book was published in 1959 in England. Okay, now it immediately immediately became okay popular okay or it became the bestseller the bestseller uh, it became since the book was published in 1959 in England. Since the book was first published, okay, it immediately became the bestseller, okay, in all major bookstores. Okay, yeah. So I fixed it for you, yeah. Yes, carry on. I'm reading what you are trying to ask. Can I say that it became the? What is your questions? Do you want to unmute yourself and ask directly, verbally? Okay, sure. Okay, go ahead. Right? If once you have thought of what you want to ask me, you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, verbally is, I think, it's a lot more convenient. Don't worry about what is that disturbing your friends here. I think they are all right. They are all focused on their work. Okay, yeah, thank you, Ziad. So the first part I have already, what is that, like fix it for you. Actually, I didn't really fix much. Most of you, I noticed, right? You can really write. It's just that I want to refine your sentences. Okay, instead of using a few short sentences, like the book is the landlady. It is a horror storybook, and it was written by Roald Dahl. It was published in this year. Instead of four simple sentences, so I combine most of your sentences to make it more complex. Then it looks to the examiner that you are capable of using a variety of sentences. So it will, like give you, give them an impressions of a very good language command you are capable of. That's the reason, okay? So that's why I really I really enjoy online writing or online lessons because I can immediately, it saves a lot of time as in the classroom. Classroom, I do go around and look at your writing, but I can verbally tell you, I cannot write it for you, right? So online gives us this convenience. I can go to click on my students' worksheets and I can see what you have written. I can immediately fix it. I can give you comments and stuff. So I really enjoy it. I think for English language learning, these online mediums is really good. Okay, now carry on with your work. Okay, if I disturb you, I apologize for it, but I'm just sharing some of these thoughts. Okay, so I'm going to look at Rodney's work now. The name of Roald Dahl is never unheard heard of. Okay, because he was like famous or was famous. Okay, like is a writer of uh, children, famous writer of children's books. Okay, it's never unheard of because he was a famous writer. Okay, uh, uh, okay, maybe as I would say, like he was a famous writer of children's books before he passed away. Okay, which year? Okay, let me see. Look at Roald Dahl's life. Okay, he died in 1990. Okay, right. So before he passed away in November 1990. Okay, now the, the horror book, a horror short story. Okay, that I recently read. Okay, by Roald Dahl. Okay, by this author. Okay, by this author is called The Landlady. Okay. Okay. That I've recently enjoyed reading. Okay. Is I want to change a bit. Is the landlady. Is the landlady by the by Dahl. Okay, by Dahl or by the author is up to you. Okay. I think this is good. So you can carry on from there, Rodney. I have already helped you started the beginning. Okay. So if you can continue, then it will be great. You have any questions? You are not sure, you refer to what else you have to put in the introduction. You see, basically, I mentioned the title, the author, I mentioned the genre, I give some facts about him. If you think that there's nothing else you want to add to this paragraph, then you just go to body one. If there is one small sentence you want to put in about the books or about the author, then go ahead, just give one more sentence will do. Okay, then you go to your body one. Right, no problem. So let me look at Yuri's writing. So how is the progress going, Yuri? Okay, good. Yuri, for the pronoun I, use a capital letter, okay? Okay. Okay, I think, okay, please let me edit your first sentence, yeah, Yuri. I try to make it not so personal. So I want to do without this part, all right? I want to remove this part and combine it to make it nicer, all right? So carry on with your work. I will fix your first paragraph, okay? Okay. Short horror story by Roald Dahl. Okay, Yuri, I noticed that you have put this part, mystery and suspense. This part, if you put it here, later on when you write your body two, right, it's going to be quite difficult because you are going to repeat that as your strengths, the strengths of the book. So I wouldn't recommend using the body paragraph's content or information in your introduction because, right, when you have to repeat some information, it gives the examiner a very negative impressions because it tells them, okay, that you are running out of information. Usually students repeats, right, because they don't feel that they have anything else to write. So that's why they repeat. And that kind of impressions for the examiner is not very good. Okay, so I'm going to remove this as well later on. Okay, The Landlady, a short horror story by Roald Dahl, is one of my best reads. Okay, now you can talk more about, you refer to my plannings up here. Okay, you see the planning here. You have I introduce the right title, the author, introduce the genre. So this part we already did. But what about the facts about the stories, the author's life or famous works? You can talk about that here. See, I put The Landlady, which is the title. The genre is horror story, and the author is Roald Dahl. So I have already combined three pieces of information in one sentence. But you cannot put in the body contents like the about mystery and suspense in the introduction. So what I would advise you to do is you put in some facts about Roald Dahl or about this book, but Roald Dahl is best. So you can say that something like Okay, The Landlady, a short story, horror story by Roald Dahl, is one of my best reads so far. Okay, now, uh, what is that? Now, like other titles, Matilda, okay, The Witches, okay, and Charlie, as well as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, okay, uh, like Matilda, the Witches, as well as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, okay, like Roald Dahl, like Matilda, the Witches, as well as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Landlady, okay, like is another famous, okay, work of, okay, uh, is another famous work of Roald Dahl that was launched in 1959. Okay, good. So done. Okay, Yuri, can you just have a quick read of the introduction? You see, this part I mentioned the author, the horror, and the title. Then I mention some facts here. I give examples of other works, other stories of Roald Dahl. Then I mention when the Landlady was actually launched. Okay, that was first launched in 1959. So like that. And then your body one should give a summary of the story. Okay? Okay. Now, that also published. That also published some notable works such as the Witches, the BFG, and many more. Not much more and many more. Okay, this one, the main characters, all that should be the next paragraph. Okay, Koei. All right, so the book was first launched in 19. Okay, apart from The Landlady, Dahl had also published some notable works such as The Witches, okay, the BFG, and many more. Okay, now this book, uh, okay, I'm going to move these somewhere else because it doesn't sound good. Okay, I recently read interesting book. Okay, named The Landlady, which is a short horror and suspense story penned by Roald Dahl. Okay, and and penned by Roald Dahl, penned by Roald Dahl, was penned by Roald Dahl and was first launched in 1959. Okay. Apart from penned by Roald Dahl, and penned by Roald Dahl that was first launched in. Apart from The Landlady, Dahl had also published some notable works such as The Witches and many more. Okay, this sounds better. Okay, and The Landlady was named remains anonymous. Anonymous means like we don't know the names of the landlady. We don't know whether she's Mrs. Samantha or Mrs. What. Okay. Now, this story takes place in South England. The story starts with Billy. Okay. The story starts with Billy. Okay. maybe I've changed this. Okay, the story starts with Billy, who just arrives in Bath, England. He just arrives in Bath, England. Okay, and okay, the story begins with Billy, who just arrived in Bath, England. Okay, who is looking forward to a cheap hotel to stay. Okay, looking forward to a cheap hotel to stay. Okay, the story starts with Billy, who just arrives in Bath, England, who is looking forward to a cheap hotel to stay. For his stay is better. Oh, yeah. For his to a cheap hotel for his stay, or maybe who's looking for a cheap accommodation, or a cheap hotel. Yeah, for his accommodation will be better. Yeah. Okay. He then comes across a guest house, a cheap guest house with good views. Okay. Where he meets the landlady who acts strangely. Okay, now you full stop. You can say that now what is it like? Everything he experiences in the guest house. In the guest house. Okay, will take your breath away. Okay, as okay, everything he experiences in the guest house will take your breath away, as okay, Billy as he discovers okay the truth of two missing gentlemen and the real identity of the landlady. That's it. Keep it that way, yeah, Chloe. So you are hooking the readers in by saying that everything he experiences in the guest house, okay, will make them feel like, oh, so breathless. And then because Billy will discover something about two missing gentlemen and the real identity of the landlady. If you say something like that, I will feel that, wow, this sounds really exciting. Okay, and I want to know more about who the two missing gentlemen are and who this landlady who is so weird or strange in behavior is. So I will go and get the books. Okay, so just keep it that way. Okay, let me look at Salpin's body one. Okay, travels to Bath, travels to Bath. Okay, to start a new job. Okay, good. While he, okay, while looking for, while looking for, looking for uh, affordable lodging, okay, for the night. Looking for affordable lodging for the night. He comes across, we try to use the present tenses, yeah, because we are narrating or giving the synopsis. He comes across a cheap guest house with good deals. Okay, now, right, okay. Little does he know, okay, now, hang on now, right now, everything, okay, seems or maybe the house The house seems inviting. Okay, now seems inviting. Okay, uh, the house seems inviting as the house seems inviting because of its cozy atmosphere. Okay. Now, however, little does Billy know, okay, that the landlady. However, little does Billy know, okay. Now, little does Billy know that he has put himself in dangerous okay situations. Little does Billy know that he has put himself in a dangerous situations. Okay, now okay, completely oblivious. Completely oblivious means unaware. Completely oblivious to the landlady, to the strange, to the landlady who acts weirdly, okay, situations, how come I completely in the dangerous situations, completely oblivious. However, little does Billy know he has put himself in a dangerous situations, okay, completely oblivious to the landlady who who acts weird by being extremely, okay, extremely friendly, okay, to him. Okay, then it is good. Okay, so you stop here, something if you stop like this for your body one, it's just nice because it tells the reader that, oh, when he takes up this guest house, he is already putting himself in a dangerous situations. And at the same time, he doesn't know who the landlady is because she's extremely friendly to him, okay? But in a very weird and strange way. So when you mention things like that, it already tells the reader that something is not right. So and yet you are not giving away the entire story that will make it like a spoiler. You get me? So this is a very good summary for book reviews or film review. So never give the ending away. Okay, just give a big enough to keep the readers interested. That is good enough. Okay, so you see every paragraph is not too long. Okay, now I don't believe in the quantity, it's the quality that matters. Keep everything short and sweet, but at the same time with substance. Okay. Okay, not actually to find a job, but rather on a job work trip. It was a work trip. So who arrives in Bath, London on a work trip or on a business trip, okay? On a business trip. Okay, now, okay, he comes across a cheap guest house, okay, uh, um, so looking for accommodation. Okay, he comes across a cheap guest house. Okay, while looking for accommodation for the night. He comes across a cheap guest house while looking for accommodation for the night. Okay, then you can say, okay, overwhelmed. Okay, overwhelmed by the landladies. And the landladies, what is it, like a tremendous, tremendous, overwhelmed by the ladies' enthusiasm, I think, enthusiasm and great hospitality. Hospitality is like friendliness, okay? Now, overwhelmed by the landlady's enthusiasm and great hospitality. Okay, Billy, okay, uh, does not suspect. Impressed. I think impressed is better than overwhelmed. Overwhelmed sounds negative. Impressed by the landlady's enthusiasm and great hospitality, Billy does not suspect. Okay, uh, does not suspect her intention. Does not suspect her intention. Okay, now until it's too late. Okay, let's see. We don't want this part. The landlady welcomed him in because this is too nitty. Too nitty means too trivial, too minor, of no great importance. So we don't want to put it in the story. Yeah. So Billy doesn't suspect her intention until it's too late. Okay. As the story unfolds. Okay. As the story unfolds. Okay. Until it's too late as the story unfolds. Okay, yeah, a bit too short, so I'm trying to make it slightly longer. Impressed by the landlady's enthusiasm and great hospitality, Billy doesn't suspect her intention until it's too late as the story unfolds. Okay, okay, until it's too late as the, okay, until it's too late as the story as he discovers, okay, that the landlady has a, what is that, has a bazaar, has what is it, I think maybe not bazaar. Okay, as the landlady has great talent, okay, has a rare talent, probably a rare and strange talent of what, has a great, rare and strange talent of. Do you agree? Yeah, you see, like I put in here, like you mentioned, you introduce the two characters, Billy and the landlady. You give a bit about the landlady's character, but you are not giving it all away, that what actually she is capable of doing and what is her rare talent. Okay, and you say that Billy doesn't suspect her intention, so we kind of, the readers will definitely want to read this if you write a summary like that. Okay, so you are not giving the ending away, yet you are, like captivating the reader, to, and like you build up their curiosity that they would want to go and get a copy of the book themselves. Okay, so I will check the others. Right, Mugi, let me see. Okay, now I quickly have a look first. Basically, yes, the progress is good. Jason also, right? So Jason completed the whole thing. Okay, Brady is still doing it. Ziad, okay, has finished. Rodney is still doing it. Very good progress, it looks. Yuri, okay, is okay, right. Now, class, don't worry, yeah. Now, for those of you who have, okay, let me look at all of you and just give you a few last words before I end this video lesson call. The rest of you, most of you have covered, okay, have completed body 3. Okay, body 1 is about the synopsis without giving the ending away. So body 2 is about the strengths of the books. Body 3 is about the weaknesses. So most of you are there, and only a few of you, like 3 to 4 of you, have completed the whole thing. Okay, but I am yet to check everything. Okay, to make sure that it's there. So and then some of you, very few lah. Okay, I have only done up to introductions. The body 1 and body 2 are still on body 2 or about to start body 2. Now it's a bit slow, but don't worry, because you are not very skillful yet. I don't expect you to fly, while you are learning how to walk and, like steadily and start running. So don't worry, I don't expect realistically from you. Now, but what I see is a lot of good progress and a lot of effort because everyone is very engaged. Okay, they're doing it, and I go from Google Doc to Google Doc to fix your sentences and to check on your progress and to share some of the tips of improving your writing paragraph by paragraph. Okay, which I think this kind of like interactions and teamwork between yourself and me is really great. Okay, now, so I would like to thank all of you for your attentions, for your times, for your participations, okay, in this writing task, because at the end it's for you, and okay, not for me. Now, if you haven't finished it, can you make sure you finish it tonight, okay, by tonight, before our tomorrow's lesson. Now, tomorrow, now we have only a single period, okay. Now, I will go to, okay, I will do something interesting again with you tomorrow. So hopefully we do something based on the group, okay, the Bravolicious and Fabulousums. So we gather all these points. Okay, so we do a bit of like quizzes here and there or some competitions and whatever. So you collect the points and accumulate them. And as I said, at the end of the term, we will see who wins and we give them a mystery awards, a mystery prize for all the group members. Okay, so try to finish this book review by tonight, okay, or tomorrow. This weekend, I will mark the rest. I need to see the effort. I need to see the attempt. Okay, that means you are willing to try, even you are no good, or even you are not sure how. You refer to you scroll up, you look at what is that, the planning, okay, that will give you some ideas. Okay, just try. You never try, you never know. Okay, don't be afraid of what you do not know. You try it, then you will overcome the fear. Okay, so then I can give you proper feedback. All right, now thank you, students, for your time. Okay, end the call now. Okay, so please do your work. Yeah, all right, anything you can text our WhatsApp group and I'll reply you. Is that okay? So I see you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do something fun again. Right, thank you, students. Thank you. Have a good evening and keep safe. Bye.